Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Hi. So today I thought I would try to read a full book in one day. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea while I do updates and let you know how it's going. Maybe you want to do some house cleaning while you listen to the video. I know some people do that. I don't like house cleaning, so when I do house clean, I often have YouTube on so I understand. Maybe you want to sew or cross-stitch, knit, crochet, do something, drink a cup of coffee, cup of tea. I have some water with some iced tea drops in it. If you don't try the drops, you know, like the water drop things, the juice drop things, I don't know what they're called. Water enhancers, I don't know what they're called. They are really good. And I used to drink them all the time, but then I started getting acid reflux from them and I couldn't drink them. But now I'm on a stronger dose of my acid reflux pills and I can drink them now, so I'm very excited. Oh, they're so good. They just add a bit of flavor to water, which is good. And they're sugar-free. Most of them. I think they're all sugar-free. I'm not sure, but pretty much sugar-free. So I am enjoying that. It is 7 o'clock in the morning on April 2nd as I'm recording this. That's why I'm talking a bit quiet. I don't want to wake up my roommates. But, so yeah. Hello everyone. And I hope you're all doing well. How are you doing? Are you doing good? I'm doing good. I finished reading a book yesterday. I still have an ear infection. I don't know if I mentioned I have an ear infection yet because I'm currently recording like 4 different vlogs. That's 5. I meant 4. 4 different vlogs. So I don't know which ones I've uploaded and what I've said, but I have an ear infection, particularly in my left ear. I believe I have one in my right ear too, but my left ear is like plugged galore and I can't even hear much. Still waiting to see a virtual doctor. It's been like 4 days and they still haven't gotten back to me to even set up an appointment. So kind of mad about that. But it's a whole thing because we have urgent care here in BC because our medical system in Canada is just really bad right now. It takes like 2 to 3 weeks to get in to see your family doctor at least. And when you have something like an ear infection just show up out of the blue, you kind of need antibiotics right away, you know? Anyway, so then my pharmacy recommended me call the Rocket Doctor or something. It's a virtual doctor, and they usually get back to you within a day or 2. It's been 4 days. They haven't come back to me. And I've filled out the form 3 times because they told me to keep filling it out. So hopefully they'll call today and set up an appointment, and hopefully I won't have to wait long, and hopefully I can get an antibiotic over the phone or over virtually because I need one. I get ear infections all the time. I know what they feel like. I just need a darn antibiotic. Usually I self-treat, and I have been self-treating, like home remedies, but this time it's just gotten bad and I haven't been able to kick it. So it is feeling a bit better though, so that's good news. I've been putting heated salt with water, like it says Dr. Google, because we all know to follow Dr. Google. It says to, I'm just going on a rant now, I'm sorry, but it says if you heat up salt and then put a bag of salt in your ear, it helps. And so I actually got a heated cloth. I just put hot water on it and then poured some salt onto it, and then it really has helped quite a bit. So I'm going to do that again today, but anyways, that's beyond the point. But because of my ear infection, I didn't get a lot done yesterday. I am doing the rough draft challenge, which is writing a full rough draft setting a goal. It's kind of like Camp NaNoWriMo. If you don't know, I'm also a writer. I have an authortube channel. If you want to follow that, it is Cheryl Writes Books, and I have it linked below in the description box below if you want to join me in my writing journey there. But I'm focusing on writing this month. But that said, all this to say, it's been almost 5 minutes, and I haven't even told you much. So all this to say, I have, if you don't know, I ramble a lot. I'm so sorry. I have a few books 7 books. I finished one of them, okay? So 6 books that are very much overdue at the library. My library does not have library fines right now. Hopefully they will never have library fines. We don't know for sure. I'm, oh, I got hair in my mouth. I am very much overdue on a lot of them. 2 of them have holes on them, so I feel very bad about that. But we're not reading those books today because this one is like 15 days overdue. And I really need to get it back, or they will like not let me sign any more books out because it's been gone too long. Either that or they'll charge me. I'm not sure yet. They do eventually charge you after a certain amount of time. They charge you for a lost book or a missing book. So I have to finish Fondue or Die by Karina Moss. I have to start and finish Fondue or Die. This is the book. Which book is this? This is part of the Cheese Shop Mystery by Karina Moss. It is book 5. Book 5 of Karina Moss's Cheese Shop Mysteries. Ignore the library thing here. Yes, if you like zoom in, you can tell what library system I use. Whatever. But yeah, I really love this series. So yesterday, as I was saying, the reason why I said all that is because I was really having a hard time yesterday with the ear infection. I was dizzy and just having a rough time. My ears were killing me. There's so many symptoms for ear infections that are not just ear pain. So I did a lot of reading, and I finished Birds of Prey, which is book 3. Now, I have read book 1, book 2, book 3 now, and book 4, but I read book 4 before book 3. I don't know why, but, yeah, so this I gave 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. So this series is about Willa. She owns a cheese shop. She lives in Yarrow Glen, and she has a cheese shop called Curds and Whey. And she solves murders, and she has lovely co-workers that are just amazing. I love the 20-something-year-old kid. I call him a kid. I'm sorry. I'm 47. 20-year-olds are kids to me. I'm sorry. But I love him. He's just wonderful. He seems like an awesome guy, and he's one of the main not the main character, but one of Willa's co-workers, and helps her solve murders. So, yeah, this one, I'm not sure what happens in it, but I will give you updates. It'll be non-spoiler, but unless I put up here that there's going to be spoilers. If there are going to be spoilers, I'll put it right here, but I don't think there are going to be spoilers. So, yeah, I'm going to read this, and that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to do some writing as well. Also, I'm currently reading an ebook on my Kindle. I'm reading, what's it called? Hang on. Let me turn this on. It's by Ginger Bolton. It's book number 3, I believe. Yeah, Deputy Donut Mystery Book 3, which is Jealousy-Filled Donuts. Really enjoying that. I'm reading that when my eyes get bad from the infection, because it does affect my head. I get headaches and dizzy and my eyes get bad. So I have been reading this as well. I don't usually like reading 2 of the same genre, but I am enjoying them. So we're going to try and read this all. This is less than 300 pages. It's 291 with the recipes, but without the recipes, because I don't read the recipes, is 286. So I'm pretty sure I could read it in one day. Probably in 2 or 3 sittings, maybe even 1 sitting. I have read one of these books in 1 sitting before, so I'm looking forward to reading that. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up if you do enjoy, and let's get reading. Hello, I want to do my 50-page update. I did take some B-roll, but I deleted it by accident, so you didn't get me reading it. But I read 52 pages of Fondue or Die. I believe on, chapter 6 starts page 53. I'm really enjoying it so far. So, Willa is at a beauty pageant in her little town. It's a creamery, kind of dairy like a Dairy Maid kind of historical beauty pageant that they have every year, and they just discovered a body of someone who not many people liked. So that person is dead, and I'm intrigued. I'm very much intrigued. Mrs. Schultz, one of her co-workers, is kind of being suspected of the murder, and so it's not looking good for her. So I'm really enjoying this so far. Yeah, I did some writing today. It is currently 2:30 p.m. I wanted to do a lot more reading by now, but I ended up talking to my friend Jess for a while, and then I just didn't feel good, so I just relaxed for a few hours. My ear infection's still hurting. I just put a warm cloth on it, and it's starting to feel a bit better again, so that's good. We're hoping. And I'm going to do some more reading, I think. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to update my other vlog on my writing channel. I don't know if I mentioned I have a writing channel as well, Cheryl Writes Books, and I'm going to update that in a few minutes. No, I'll probably update at the end of the day because I got some more writing to do, but just so you know, I've written about 500 and almost 600 words in today for my rough draft challenge, so I'm excited for that, and you can follow me on the other channel linked below if you want to more details. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I have this bookmark. What bookmark am I using? When one book closes, another opens. I got this off of Amazon. I think it was off Amazon. Yeah, it's Peter Popper Press. Hang on. Peter Popper Press. They have really nice bookmarks, and this was like $3 Canadian, so it was a really good price. And I like it. I've gotten a few of their bookmarks, so yeah. I'm not like a mean person. I don't dog ear. I mean, not that you're a mean person if you dog ear. My stepmom dog ears, and she's not a mean person, but I can't do that to a book. I just can't. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna do some more reading. There's the skull. If you read cozies, you know that there's always a skull somewhere on the cover. There it is. So I like these covers. It makes you definitely want to eat cheese, which I don't have any cheese, so that sucks. But anyways, I will talk to you later when I get to the next 50s, to the 100-page mark. Good morning. It is currently April 3rd, and last night I did not update because there was people in the house. I live with roommates and they were all quite loud. Not loud, like not disturbing loud, but they were talking and I didn't want their voices on the video. It was a whole thing. Anyways, I finished Fondue or Die last night. Read it all in one day, so I'm very proud of myself on that. I also wrote about 500 words yesterday, so I'm very happy with that. This, I'm going to give a bit of a review and end this video and upload it today. It's kind of a short video, but I hope you don't mind. This I really enjoyed. I really did. I gave it 5 stars again. I think every book I've read in this series I've given 5 stars. I just love this series. One thing I really like about this particular series by Karina Moss is the side characters. It is really hard, as a writer, it is hard to make side characters that stick with a reader. You know what I mean? Like, you think, when you think of your favorite book, you think of the main characters. You don't necessarily think of the side characters. The side characters, the sidekicks you might call them, in this series are perfect. Like, they are just wonderful people. They're flawed, but they're wonderful. And I've loved them so much. So, one side character I really like is Baz. He is Willa's neighbor and best friend. And there's a comment in here how, referring to Harry Met Sally, where he says men and women can't be platonic friends. And she was saying how it's totally wrong. Men and women can be friends, and I really like that. Like, single men and women can be friends, and nothing more. And I appreciate that because one of my closest friends is a man, and I love him like a friend and nothing more. And I like that very much. I like that representation. Also, he's just hilarious. There is one scene in this book, I'm not going to give spoilers, but there's one scene where he's pretending to talk, like, they're trying to eavesdrop over someone, him and Willa, so she moves her mouth as if she's talking, but she's not talking, she's just trying to make it look like they're talking so that nobody notices that they're eavesdropping. And so at one point he starts moving his mouth and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, because she did it earlier, so he's like, "I'm saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious." And I love that scene. That was hilarious. Just the way he said it was just so funny. It was so good. I can't even give it justice. It was just so good. I laughed out loud at that part. I laughed out loud quite a few times in this book, especially with Baz. I just love Baz. When I first read the first book, I thought Baz was going to be the love interest. But he isn't. And I love that for him. He does have a romance, but it's not with the main character, which I really love. Also, the main romance with the main character, I'm not going to say who it's with because there's a bit of a love triangle in the beginning of the first few books. In this book, in book 4, I think, book 3 or 4, the love triangle, she's dating one guy and something happens and they are no longer dating and she's interested in the other guy. And in this book, it kind of solidified that relationship, and I really like that. I think the character arc of both of them has really gone far. Both of them have a past that they feel guilty about, and it was really well done. There was a scene where they talked about their past to each other, and it was really well done, I thought. In my opinion, she did a really good job of getting them to talk about it, because in the last book they kind of had an argument about it, and in this book they talked about it, which I really appreciated, because communication is the key in any relationship. It doesn't even have to be a loving like a romantic relationship. In any relationship, communication is the key. So I really liked that they finally talked about it, and it was really good. I really enjoyed this book. The murder mystery is really good. I did guess who the murderer was, but again, with these books, I kind of suspect everyone at some point, so I wouldn't say I actually knew who the killer was, but I had a strong suspicion of someone. Let's just say it that way. Over the other suspects. The reason for it, I did not guess. I was trying to piece together another clue that had come up in the beginning of the book that I knew had to have something to do with the overall murder mystery. She wouldn't just put that in for nothing, and it was part of it, but I tried to piece together through the whole story. I don't usually try to figure out the why done it. A lot of times I know who done it, but I don't know the why done it. And that's fun for me. I don't like trying to figure it out, but this time I actively tried to figure it out. I didn't figure it out. I figured some things out, but not the whole thing. So that was fun. I really enjoyed it. Gave it 5 stars. I recommend this series. Again, you'll want cheese, which is just, I love cheese too. And she talks about all this expensive cheese that I can't afford, and I'm just like, I want that now. The descriptions of the food is just delicious. It just sounds so good. So, yeah, really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to her new book that's coming out. It either came out this month or was coming out this month or next month, somewhere around there. The new one's coming out. That's all I know. And I have it on hold at my library. It's on order, meaning the library has ordered it, but it hasn't come into the library yet, and I'm on hold for it, so I'm looking forward to reading that. But I'm caught up in this series now, so it's very exciting. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I forget what this 6th book is called, what it's titled, but I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of impromptu video where I read a book in one day. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun reading the full book. And I realized it was just a short book, and I know a lot of people read like 3 or 4 books in 24 hours. I didn't read for 24 hours. I only read for a few hours, but I was very happy finishing this book and reading the whole of it. And also getting some writing done, so it was good. And my ear infection is doing a lot better. I'm going to do one more treatment of the heat and salt, and I think it'll go completely gone. My blood sugar is back down to normal, which if you have diabetes, a lot of times, if you have an infection as well, your blood sugar goes wacky. And so mine did for about a week, and that's how I originally knew I had infection, because I always have ear pains, so from other things. So I didn't realize I had an infection until after my blood sugar went all crazy. I don't like the word crazy, but it went wacky. Okay, it went weird. And it's finally back to normal, so that tells me the infection is getting better. Plus, my ear's not as plugged. It's not hurting as much, so that's good. It's good. I did some knitting. Today I was knitting a dishcloth. So I'm doing that. This is just the grandma's dishcloth. I'm enjoying doing that. I'm going to finish that today. I'm also going to try and finish another book and start another vlog. So I will talk to you later. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you in all you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. The thumbs up really does help the algorithm let other people know that my videos are out there. And if you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate it if you did so. I'm trying to get up to 400 this year, so I'm at like 346 now, I think, which is fine. I'm fine with that, but I just want to let you know that I am trying. My goal is 400 by the end of the year, but we will see. It doesn't really matter to me, the subscriber count. I just do this for fun, so thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.